All right, so let's dive in. Today we're unpacking a huge topic,
Yeah.
customer retention. We're calling it keep them coming back.
Mm-hmm.
We've gone through the sources, and our mission here is to basically pull out the core strategy, the real blueprint for turning a one-time buyer into a true loyalist without all the noise,
And we have to start with the big economic shockwave, really. The headline number.
which is,
Acquiring a new customer costs, what, up to 5 times more than just keeping an existing one? That's the baseline.
5 times. That's already a huge number, but the
Yeah.
sources we looked at suggest the real leverage is even bigger. Is that just about saving on marketing?
Not at all. That's where it gets really interesting. It's behavioral. A study found that just a 5% increase in retention
Yeah.
can boost profits anywhere from 25 to 95%.
Wow. Okay, so that kind of jump isn't coming from a few coupons. There has to be a deeper psychological reason.
Exactly. It's about psychological commitment, and it really comes down to 3 key things. The first is something called cognitive ease. It just means it takes less brain power to stick with what you know, less friction.
Right, the path of least resistance.
Then you have identity integration. This is where customers start to weave the brand into, their own personal story.
So that's the whole I'm an Apple person phenomenon.
That's a perfect example. They defend the choice because it's part of their identity.
Okay, that makes sense for a high-end brand. But what about, say, my bank or something more transactional?
That's where the third one really kicks in. Loss aversion.
Meaning you don't want to lose what you've already put in.
Precisely. Once you've invested your time, your money, your data, the idea of starting over somewhere else feels like a real loss. It's just too much work.
And that's a powerful combination. You see a company like Amazon with Prime, and they've just nailed all 3, haven't they? The ease of ordering, the identity of being a member,
Yeah.
and you definitely don't want to lose those shipping benefits.
It's the perfect storm. But, psychology is just why they stay. We also have to look at why they leave.
And the sources were pretty clear on that.
Yeah. A huge number, 68% of customers, leave because they feel the company just doesn't care about them.
So neglect. It's because the company only shows up when something's broken.
And that's the big aha moment. The shift has to be from reactive to proactive.
Solving the problem before the customer even knows they have one. I saw a great example of this. American Express, they used analytics to spot potential fraud and would call customers before their card was even declined.
Yes. And it worked.
Yeah.
It cut their fraud losses by 42%.
That's huge.
There's another one. A telecom company found that the tipping point for a customer leaving was after their 3rd technical issue.
So they waited too long.
They did. So they changed the process. After the 2nd issue, they automatically scheduled a preventative maintenance check. And just like that, churn in that group dropped by 40%.
So every business has to find that invisible line, that point of no return.
You do. And to do that, you need data. You need personalization at scale.
Like a Netflix or an Amazon.
Yeah.
They connect what you buy, which is your transactional data, with how you browse the site, your behavioral data.
And then they layer on contextual data, like what time of day is it? Are you on your phone or your laptop? It all matters.
It's amazing how deep it goes.
Oh, absolutely. With Netflix, their recommendation engine drives something like 80% of all viewer engagement.
80%.
And it's not just based on what you watch. It's based on how you watch, where you pause, if you binge watch a series, all of it.
And Amazon's engine is just behind, I think it drives around 35% of their total sales. So it's direct proof. Relevant data equals revenue.
It does.
So to wrap this up, it seems retention is built on, well, a few core pillars. Solid economics, understanding psychology, being proactive, and using data to personalize everything.
It is. But that brings us to the future and a final thought for everyone listening. As technology like AI gets more sophisticated, our ability to predict customer needs will be incredible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, customers are demanding more privacy and control over their data. So the big question you should be asking now is this. What steps are you taking today to prepare your systems for a future that is both AI-driven and, crucially, privacy first?